One habit, 10x growth. The power of daily discipline. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Jim Rohn. Success, contrary to what many believe, isn't usually about dramatic breakthroughs or overnight miracles. It's almost never one giant leap. Instead, it's more like a slow, steady climb, one step at a time, one habit at a time. Jim Rohn, one of the most influential thinkers in personal development, taught that if you want to multiply your results, whether in income, relationships, health, or happiness, you don't need to change your entire life all at once. You need to install just one high leverage habit and do it every single day. This is the essence of one habit 10x growth. It's the idea that the right small behavior, done consistently, has the potential to multiply your success by tenfold. In this chapter, we'll explore how that's possible, what kind of habit creates this kind of explosive growth, and how to install that habit into your life starting today. 1. What is a 10x habit? Let's begin with a definition. A 10x habit is a small, consistent action that creates compound returns over time. Returns that don't just add up, they multiply. Jim Rohn believed that what's easy to do is also easy not to do. And this is where most people go wrong. They overlook the small things. They ignore the little disciplines that don't seem urgent or important. But ironically, those small choices are the exact things that determine who you become. Examples of 10x habits include reading 10 pages of a personal development book every day, writing down your top 3 priorities before starting work, practicing gratitude each morning, exercising for 30 minutes a day, reviewing your goals every night, making one sales call every day, no matter what. Saving or investing a small fixed amount of money daily or weekly. One tiny action. Big long-term return. 2. The power of compounding. Let's revisit a core concept that Rohn often referred to. The magic of compound interest. Not just with money, but with effort, knowledge, and habits. Take this example. If you improved yourself by just 1% a day, whether in knowledge, skill, or focus, you wouldn't just be 365% better by the end of the year. Because of compounding, you'd be 37 times better, 3,700% growth in just 1 year. Let that sink in. That's the math of daily discipline. One workout doesn't change your body, but 365 will. One sales call doesn't build a business, but 365 might double it. One page of a book doesn't change your mindset, but 10 pages a day adds up to 3,650 pages a year. Dozens of books. This is how one habit leads to 10x growth. 3. Why just one habit? Why not try to improve everything at once? Because focus beats frenzy. Jim Rohn taught that success is built on clarity, intention, and disciplined repetition. Trying to change too much too fast is overwhelming and unsustainable. Instead, focus on the one habit that creates the biggest ripple effect in your life. This is known as the keystone habit, a term coined by Charles Duhigg in The Power of Habit. A keystone habit is one behavior that naturally triggers other positive behaviors. Jim Rohn's version of this was simpler. Success is a few simple disciplines, repeated every day. Find one of those disciplines. Start there. 4. How to choose your 10x habit. Choosing the right habit is essential. Here's a framework inspired by Jim Rohn's teachings. 1. Identify your primary goal. What area of your life do you want to grow in right now? Health, wealth, relationships, career, inner peace. Pick one area that, if improved, would have the most impact. 2. Ask, what one habit would improve this area most? Examples. Want to earn more? Make one high-quality sales call per day. Want to be more focused? Write down your top 3 priorities every morning. Want better mental health? Journal or practice gratitude for 10 minutes daily. Want to be more knowledgeable? Read 10 pages of a great book each day. 3. Keep it small. The key is sustainability. A 10x habit is something you can actually do daily without willpower exhaustion. Jim Rohn believed in disciplines, not drama. Choose something that feels light and doable, but will grow in power with time. 5. How to install your 10x habit. Once you've chosen your habit, the next step is making it stick. Here's a step-by-step method. Step 1. Start with a trigger. Tie your habit to something you already do. After brushing your teeth. After you pour your morning coffee. Before you open your computer. This creates a habit loop. Cue. Routine. Reward. Step 2. Track it. Use a simple calendar or habit tracker. Mark each day you do the habit. Jim Rohn said, "Don't let more than one day go by without doing it." Visual progress builds emotional momentum. Step 3. Stack the habit. Once the habit becomes automatic, you can stack another habit on top of it. This is how small disciplines become powerful routines. Step 4. Celebrate progress. Even small wins matter. Jim Rohn often said, "Learn to celebrate your disciplines. Acknowledge yourself after each day. This reinforces the behavior." 6. The ripple effect of one habit. Let's say your one habit is reading 10 pages of a personal development book per day. Here's what might happen over a year. You read 20-plus books, a rare feat for most adults. You learn new thinking models and strategies. You start applying what you read, becoming more confident and capable. You speak better, think clearer, and solve problems faster. You begin inspiring others, building better relationships and influence. Opportunities begin to appear because you've changed. That's not just 10x growth, that's transformation. 7. Real-life application. Jim Rohn's story. Jim Rohn didn't grow up wealthy. In fact, by his mid-20s, he was broke, frustrated, and working a dead-end job. Then he met his mentor, Earl Schaff, who introduced him to a different way of thinking, one based on daily disciplines. Rohn took it seriously. He began reading every day, writing down his goals, and studying success. In just a few years, he went from an ordinary worker to a millionaire entrepreneur and speaker. He always attributed his success not to talent or luck, but to the daily disciplines he committed to. He had discovered his one habit for 10x growth, and he practiced it relentlessly. 8. Avoiding the trap of neglect. Jim Rohn warned often about the cost of neglect. Failure is simply a few errors in judgment repeated every day. Just as small disciplines compound into success, small acts of neglect compound into failure. Skipping your 10x habit might not hurt today, but it's like skipping brushing your teeth. It doesn't show immediately, but over time, decay sets in. Choose discipline over regret. 9. Your challenge. 90 days, one habit. If you truly want 10x growth, don't wait for inspiration. Begin a 90-day challenge. Pick one habit. Do it daily for 90 days. Track it. Reflect on your growth. You will be shocked at how much your mindset, confidence, and results will evolve in just 3 months. Reflection. Questions 1. What area of your life most needs growth right now? 2. What small, daily habit could create massive change in that area? 3. How will you make that habit easy, visible, and rewarding? 4. What might your life look like 1 year from now if you do this daily? Final thoughts. One habit to build the life you want. We all want a better life, but better lives are not handed out. They're built one day at a time. Jim Rohn believed in the power of simplicity. He taught that you don't need to do everything, just the right thing, done consistently. So pick your one habit, honor it, protect it, practice it, and let time do the rest. Because the truth is simple. Success is not about doing more. It's about doing the right thing daily.